Hello everyone and welcome to my CS24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. 90-Day Fiancé. Sumit's friend calls his cafe business doomed. Jenny accuses him of spreading negativity. I don't trust him. Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatin welcomed an unexpected guest at their newly launched cafe on 90-Day Fiancé. The pair is working hard to come out of their financial mess and make their cafe a success. The reality. Stars received massive support from their family in India. However, Sumit's friend, Rohit, appears to have visited the cafe to spread negativity. He dropped some uncomfortable truth bombs on his face to break their confidence. Jenny and Rohit are no longer the two peas in a pod. The former never liked the way he teased and mocked her for everything. But she didn't receive good vibes from him on his latest visit to the cafe. What did he do? Why is Jenny mad at him? 90-Day Fiancé. Sumit's friend mocks Jenny for her cooking. 90-Day Fiancé stars Sumit and Jenny are entering the cafe business for the first time. They are just newbies trying to build a business from scratch. The TLC stars struggled to find the correct location for their venture. Sumit also visited his friend's warehouse to buy some second-hand equipment for the cafe. Jenny was shocked by the state of the place and called it gross. Sumit's friend, Rohit, mocked her for calling everything gross. Singh wanted to buy a few items that could easily fit in his cafe. Hence, Rohit wanted to know who would cook at their cafe. He looked at Jenny and laughed uncontrollably after remembering the spaghetti she had made for him once. However, Jenny didn't like Rohit's behavior. She asked why his business shut down if his business sense was so good. 90-Day Fiancé. Jenny slams Sumit's friend for being judgmental. Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatin are still struggling to manage their cafe. They're trying to make things work out. Recently, 90-Day Fiancé shared a sneak peek of the upcoming episode. In it, Sumit's friend, Rohit, visited the cafe for the first time. The former was happy to have his friend for the first time. But he looked worried when his friend dropped some truth bombs on him. Rohit said, "You don't have chefs, your parents are cooking food, who does that?" He casually predicted that the TLC star's business would be closed soon because he has not been running it like a real business. However, Jenny knew what Sumit's friend actually wanted to do. She confessed, "I know he's here to judge and be negative." She made it clear that she doesn't trust him at all. A blogger at Realitative shared the teaser on Instagram, and several fans agreed with Jenny. One fan said, "Jenny's right, his friend is a hater." Another user hoped her and Sumit's cafe would make it. Fans also don't understand why the latter's friend keeps demoralizing him. They wondered if he was jealous of the couple and wanted their business to collapse. Sumit and Jenny are just beginners trying to make their cafe successful. They are glad the family is helping them out. They feel the 90-Day Fiancé couple's friend should also have helped them a bit instead of just making judgments. What's your take on this? Share your thoughts below. Stay tuned to TV season and spoilers for more tea on Jenny and Sumit's business. The morning rush in Gurugram had barely begun, but Sumit Singh was already pacing inside his tiny new cafe space. A modest corner spot with pale yellow walls, cement counters, and the smell of fresh paint still lingering in the air. He'd been dreaming of this moment for months. A cafe of his own. A new beginning. And in his mind, the ultimate way to prove to Jenny, and the world, that he was ready to stand on his own 2 feet. Jenny, meanwhile, stood behind the counter, wiping down brand new mugs like they were precious artifacts. "It's cute, Sumit," she said. "Really cute. I think people will love it." Sumit flashed that proud grin she adored. "Just wait. Once we open, it'll be packed. I already have ideas for special chai blends, masala sunrise, honey tulsi sparkler. And don't forget your American pancake platter," Jenny teased. Sumit chuckled. "How can I forget? That was your idea." But the warm mood didn't last long. The door jingled, and in walked someone Jenny wished hadn't shown up today. Rahul, one of Sumit's oldest friends. A man known for equal parts charisma and criticism. He was tall, sharply dressed, with sunglasses perched on his head like he was auditioning for a Bollywood role. "Ah, Sumit," he boomed, arms wide. "So this is the big dream, huh?" Sumit perked up. "Yes. What do you think?" Rahul scanned the room slowly, like he was assessing a crime scene. "It's small." Jenny felt her shoulders stiffen. Rahul walked over to the counter, tapped it twice, then shook his head. "And you chose this location?" "Yar, the foot traffic is awful. The rent is probably too high. And a cafe? Seriously? Cafes are failing all over India right now. Competition is insane." Sumit's smile faltered. "It's not about competition. It's about passion. Rahul snorted. Passion doesn't pay the bills. Jenny slammed a mug down a little harder than she meant to. Rahul continued, oblivious to the building tension. I'm just being honest. I think you're setting yourself up for disappointment. The cafe business isn't for people like us, Sumit. It's risky. And you've had enough failures, haven't you? The insult hung in the air like smog. Sumit's face reddened with embarrassment. Jenny stepped forward. Rahul blinked at her, that's enough, surprised she'd spoken so sharply. I was just giving advice. No, Jenny said, her voice trembling with anger. You're tearing him down. There's a difference. Rahul looked amused. Jenny, I'm trying to help your husband. I've known him longer than you have. Well, she snapped. Maybe that's why I don't trust you. Sumit's eyes widened. Jenny. No, Sumit, she said, her tone stern but protective. I've watched you grow so much. You're finally building something for yourself. And you don't need someone poisoning it with negativity. Rahul crossed his arms. So now I'm the villain? Jenny shot back. If the shoe fits. The cafe fell silent except for the hum of the refrigerator. Sumit rubbed the back of his neck awkwardly, torn between defending his wife and not wanting to alienate a very old friend. Rahul exhaled dramatically. Fine. I'll leave. But don't say I didn't warn you. And with that he walked out, the door slamming behind him. After the storm, Jenny let out a breath she'd been holding. I can't stand the way he talks to you. Sumit sank onto a stool. He's always been straightforward. That wasn't straightforward, Jenny said. That was mean. Sumit didn't respond right away. He stared at the counter, eyes distant. What if he's right? Jenny softened. Honey, what if this cafe fails? What if I spent all our savings for nothing? What if I embarrass myself again? She knelt in front of him, taking his hands. Listen to me. Every dream has risks. You're brave enough to try. That's more than most people. He looked up at her, visibly torn. Jenny managed a small smile. Besides, he's wrong. People love tea. People love good food. And people will love you. Sumit chuckled weakly. You're biased. Of course I am, she said proudly. The grand opening. 2 days later, the cafe buzzed with energy. A hand-painted sign reading Sumit's Chai and Eats hung above the entrance. Bollywood songs played softly in the background, and the smell of cardamom and cinnamon wafted through the air. The first customers trickled in, curious neighbors, a few local workers on break, even a group of aunties who immediately began debating the spices in Sumit's chai. Jenny worked the counter while Sumit danced between tables, greeting people, serving drinks, glowing with confidence. This is amazing, he exclaimed after another customer complimented his chai. We're actually doing this, Jenny. She beamed. I told you so. Just then, the door opened again, and there stood Rahul. Jenny stiffened, but Sumit walked over. Rahul raised his hands. Before you say anything, I came to apologize. Jenny blinked, caught off guard. Rahul continued. I shouldn't have spoken the way I did. I was harsh. Too harsh. But I wanted to protect you. I've seen you struggle, Sumit. I didn't want you to get hurt again. Sumit's expression softened. I appreciate that. But I need to take risks. That's how I'll grow. Rahul nodded. I see that now. He glanced around the cafe. And I was wrong. This place has soul. And it smells incredible. Jenny folded her arms, not fully convinced but willing to listen. Rahul took a deep breath. Look, Jenny. I know we got off on the wrong foot. But I'm not your enemy. I care about him. That's all. Jenny hesitated. Her protective instincts were still flaring, but even she could see he was being sincere. Fine, she said, but no more negativity. Rahul grinned. Deal. Sumit, relieved, clapped his friend on the shoulder. Come, sit. Try my masala sunrise. Rahul smirked. Only if Jenny approves. She sighed. I'll allow it. A new beginning. As the cafe continued to fill with happy customers, Jenny watched Sumit laughing, serving tea, and glowing with the pride he'd long been denied. She leaned against the counter, feeling hope swell in her chest. He's really doing it, she murmured to herself. He's building something beautiful. And this time no negativity, not even from old friends, was going to stop him. Because for the first time in a very long time, Sumit believed in himself. And Jenny believed in him even more.